All right,
Oh,
you
that
get
yeah.
on it. That boy tired.
Alright, man. Welcome back to another Everyday Epiphanies podcast where we sit up here and yap about a variety of miscellaneous topics. And if I'm too loud, well, my bad because I turned my mic up. I don't know what the hell was wrong in the last video, but if I'm too loud, just turn down your video. Yeah, just turn down your volume. I ain't turning down
Deal with it.
mine.
It's the I ain't turning down mine. It was
Bro,
low though. It was
bro, I don't know
low.
what the fuck be up with these, bro. Cause I got the Blue Yeti joints, bro. Bro, them shits got a mind of their own, bro. Them shits is always turning down for what, bro?
Or hear me out. Spirits.
Probably. I do be doing a lot of fucking magical shit.
See, you gonna get caught up. Now they in your mic.
The woo woo getting you, boy.
Child.
Oh shit. But no, man, I
What?
ain't, I ain't done no magic shit in a minute, the whole time.
Right, right.
Low,
It's a
low,
new year, bro. You gotta wait a couple months before you get into something.
low key, the fucking. I'm thinking about it. Fucking other side ain't talked to my ass in a minute. I ain't had no dreams for real.
What'd
That's
you do?
nothing. I guess I ain't got shit to say. They'll be back. Well, something in my life gonna take a left turn. They gonna come back and give me a vague ass dream, and I'll be here confused until the shit happen. I'm like, oh,
All right, they gonna get you
that's
right.
what
They gonna
that
get you
meant,
right.
bro. It's always too late. Like,
So that's a good thing. That mean you chilling though.
bro, I don't have time for puzzles. If you gonna come in my dream telling me something, nigga, I need to know word for word. I need to understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. This is not the topic. This is not the topic at all. But I
We
don't know
just
how we got on
yapping.
this. Yeah.
We yapping.
Marty gonna start us off with the topic though.
All right. So today we gonna lean into a little. I don't know if I would say this is lighter, but I'm gonna consider it lighter. Not as light as the last one, the protagonist and stuff, but still some light action. We talking about relationships, and in this case, we're talking platonic. Not necessarily romantic relationships, but these could count. These could count. Um, but I'm talking about rekindling old flames, so to speak. I know that's
Ha!
usually used in a
Flames.
romantic context,
This guy has
but
flames.
but like this is yeah. We gon' I'm gonna keep it at that. Just play Tiny. So lately I've had, and this is no offense or disrespect or anything like that if y'all see this, but a couple of my homies from a long time ago have been like reaching out. Just what's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. Yada yada yada. And I just be thinking like, man, it's been so long. We both are in different points in our lives. Like, what made them say like, hey, I want to choose to respark this friendship? You know what I mean? And I guess I've been kind of like just sitting with that thought because me personally, I don't know if I'd do that.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't like be scrolling and see a person be like, oh man, I'm finna call them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That would like I would feel like I'm bothering them because, like, they don't moved on. We stopped talking for a reason, I guess, is where I was getting to. That was the point I was trying to drive to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because on the other hand, and this was kind of my argument, was the other hand, you got groups like ours, and I have another group that I'm in that we've been friends for 5 plus, 7 plus, or whatever, however many years we've been friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that ain't changed. So like, I'm just wrestling with the idea of like, is it worth rekindling a friendship? Is that I don't know. I know that's different from long term relationships, but I just wanted to discuss that and see how y'all felt about it. What's y'all thoughts?
You go, fam.
Are you sure? You
Yeah.
can go. I got a whole.
Go ahead, do your thing, G.
All right. Well, this is a great topic for me because I've been like really trying to understand that, like just friendships in general.
Hmm.
Self-proclaimed, I do not think that I am a good one, but it's on my bucket list of things to do or become before I die. Be a good friend.
Hmm.
Um, I was just making a mental note the other day about how when you get older, like past really high school, college for sure, um, you have to actually work to keep friendships going. If you aren't being fueled by commonalities, common interests, or like, you know, yeah, that's really it. You would have to set time aside to speak, keep the friendship going. So if stuff falls off, I don't really take it as personal is the point to get to where your question is being answered. If somebody because I don't make enemies really. A lot of people just kind of bow out for me.
Mm.
So when people come back and want to kick it, I'm gonna be real. It's that phrase or quote that I think women say all the time, where they're like, if they wanted to, they would, type of thing. Like I usually don't like that, but it's like for me, it kind of holds true. There'll be somebody that'll be like, "Hey man, like when can we work out?" Because I get that a lot from a lot of different people. Because I think they understand that that's the window of time you'll probably catch me. You
Mm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
because like my intimate circles, like I'm not adding them to our Discord. You'll never get there.
Right. Right. Right.
Um, it's super rare if I ask somebody out with me and my lady because I'm trying to keep that super separate.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, not like I'm saying no to people for different reasons because I'm in different spaces. If they fit, then it makes sense. Like I got a whole nother space, just like you said, of people, and our mesh is just it's anime. They play games and stuff too, but our main focus is anime.
Mm.
And I got invited to that, and now that's a space that I'm also in pretty regularly. But
Yeah. So
yeah.
it depends on the point that you in your life? Question mark.
Um, I don't think that should matter, but I guess to a degree, yes. Like your headspace, your mentality. So yeah, just yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes. If somebody's still acting like where you left them, which is high school or less, or older, and you're not there anymore, you're not that person anymore, we're not kicking it. With them, they're not talking.
How do you get that across?
I mean, you can respectfully decline, or you can just have because this is, I guess, will be the hard pill to swallow. You're adults. You should be able to navigate the conversation of I got too much stuff on my plate to kick it. I'm not really on what you on,
Hmm.
and you could kind of leave it at that. And
Okay.
that sounds like potentially rude, even how I posed it. It's still your boundaries, so it don't really matter. If I'm saying like to a friend, "Hey man, y'all be going out and drinking. I'm really trying to get it in the gym and get my studies up. I don't really have time for that." And then you can leave the ball in a court because you ain't got to say nothing else,
True.
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
Because if they're not trying to accommodate what you just said, right? We can go out to eat on one of your off days. Middle ground. Now it's up to you. Do you want to go out to eat? 'Cause everybody got to eat.
Where we
I'm
about to
I'm
eat
going
at?
to exactly.
What you say, Cordy? Say it again.
Where we about to eat at?
No, that's crazy.
I'm gonna give this story in risk of it being seen. And if you do see this, you know who you are. Talk to me about it because I really want to know the thought process. So I get this text message from a guy that I haven't seen in a very long time. He's like, "Boom, hey bro, I'm back in Chicago. What's the word? You feel me? You still here?" I'm like, yeah, what's up? And he like, a couple of guys from, back in the day coming up to Chicago. I just moved here. It's been a while. I don't know much about Chicago, and I know you up here. So let's kick it. So I'm like, all right, bet. He goes, hey, are you busy on this date? Yada yada yada. Whatever date it was, I wasn't. I had to work. I told him I'm open to doing something, but I do have to work. So you got to pick a later time. I might not have said later time blatantly, but it was something along those lines, right? And
Okay.
so shortly after, I'm added to the group chat with the other group of people, right?
Okay.
So we get in there, we talking. It's cool, right? And so we finally get to the planning stage, and he planned something for the day. I just told him I wasn't busy. I mean, I
I
was busy,
was busy on. Okay.
right? Not
Yeah.
only did he plan it on that day, they picked the afternoon, so I doubly can't come.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just confused on the process. You reach out to me to say, "Hey, let's kick it," and then plan it on a day that I can't go.
So now I
After
just
you
want to.
asked me, I guess
Yeah.
you asked me first before you planned it. Like I was there for the planning meeting, and y'all chose that day after asking me if I was busy that day. Was it just a courtesy?
I don't read that deeply into it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, I
So should
didn't
have just
either.
been, hmm.
No, and can I add something to that before
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
even? I don't read that deeply into it because this whole thing can be, with a very minimal perspective shift, can be viewed as disrespect. So I'm gonna respond as nonchalantly as you clearly nonchalantly considered me. I'm gonna immediately respond and say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna have to miss this one. I said it to such and such directly, but I'm gonna let y'all know I worked that day. I'm for sure not gonna be free. I hope y'all have a good time. I'm out. I bowed out immediately.
So I it's nice that you said it because that's what I did. I texted the group after they planned it, like, "Hey, let's do this. This is the day." Yada yada. I said, "Hey, I can't. I have to work."
Yep.
And that was kind of it, right? I do plan on reaching back out to try this again, and that's kind of why I've been thinking about it. Like, okay, if I don't try again, that's another however many years before he'll try again. You get me, or
Like
something like that. I don't know, but it also
maybe.
might not be that serious. But for the sake of the conversation, I'm just talking about it. It's
Yeah.
just
Hmm.
I don't know. I thought that was it was different. It's strange.
You
I
got
mean,
something, Courtney, before I run
if
my
it
mouth?
was me in that situation, I'm gonna be dead ass, bro. I really wouldn't try again because my life was fine without you. My life is gonna be fine. I mean, yeah. Before you even came back, I was like, "Hey, you want to kick it?" Nigga, I
I was
forgot.
chilling.
I forgot about you,
Okay.
bro. I didn't even know you existed at that point until you
Mm,
said what's up. So
yeah.
at that point, whether we kick it or not, nothing changes.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I like him though. I
yeah,
thought it was cool that he hit me up. I was like, ah, shit, I ain't heard
yeah.
from him in a
That's
long
what I said.
time.
Like
That
in
was
my
cool.
experience, I wouldn't reach out because that's just me. Like I I mean, yeah, it's cool to rekindle and shit, you know, and whatnot. But if I tell you I gotta work, and then you plan something that I ain't gotta work, I mean on the day that I work, then it's just like I said, I do the same thing Fan said, and then now as I say, I'm
It
not
is
gonna
what
reach
it
out
is.
again. Matter of fact, I didn't reach out the first time. He reached out to me, so now as I say, I'm not gonna reach out. So because up until that point, I did not know that you exist. I forgot about you until you hit
Mm,
me up. So yeah, it sounds
I ain't
fucked up.
thinking
Yeah, it
about
sounds fucked up.
that.
But yeah, it really doesn't matter. You know.
Okay. Okay. I guess that was just my personal scenario, what made me start thinking about this kind of thing. And this happens, I won't say like every day, but I would say often.
Often.
Yeah.
Often.
People say, "What's up? I ain't seen you in a while," and then you do something or they find out. In my case, they find out I'm an artist and like, boom, I seen your work. I ain't seen you in a while. Let's chat. Maybe I'll get some artwork from you, and then that goes from there. So in those senses, I guess yeah. To answer my own question, it's cool to rekindle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in my book, I'm gonna be honest. I don't rekindle much, and that's also because one, I was never really a social person.
Yeah.
I wasn't socially awkward. Like I knew how
Hmm.
to talk to them. I didn't fuck with people. To be honest, I really didn't. I didn't really mess with people too much. You know, I had my circles and stuff, but it was just like
Yeah.
okay, this is gonna sound real messed up, but a lot of people are phases to me, bro. Like y'all are my forevers. A lot of people are
Okay.
just a phase. Like once that phase is over with, I really have nothing to really kick it with you or talk to you about. Once that phase is over,
All
that
right.
but
You
that
think you're different.
but that's just me. Like all my guys that I kicked it with and did stupid shit with in high school. I mean, if they reach out, I mean, a lot of them follow me on Instagram. You know, they can reach out at any time. But I mean, if they
Hmm.
reach out, not that I'm saying we're not gonna kick it because we are in two different lifestyles now.
Right. Right.
Like one of my guys from back then, that man got a whole family
Right.
and just got out.
Okay. So
So it's just like we ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. You gotta worry about your family, bro. And you just got out, man. You got more important things to worry about than trying to kick it. If you was to
right.
reach out,
Right.
you know.
I wanna piggyback off that before I forget. So it's okay. I guess I want to pose the question. So it is okay to not go as far as kicking it.
Yeah,
Why can't you just shoot the shit, text message, what's up?
For
Hope you're
sure.
yeah.
doing good.
You don't have to kick it
This is great. How this
because
is
it's
So
just
going now.
I feel like whenever it happens to me, it always goes to that point.
what
To
kicking it
what point?
or
Yeah. And then we end up not, and now they're gone again. You feel me? Like it's never enough to just chat with me. Like, man, it's so good to hear from you. It's always like it's good to hear from you. When we kicking it, let's hang out. We doing shit like we used to. And it's like, whoa. Like I'm cool with that, but like, you just asked me about my life and I told you I just got a new job and I'm trying to navigate, you
right?
know?
Yes.
So it'd be
Yes.
hard. It'd be hard sometimes.
It is. It is hard. It's
Uh,
I was. Are you? I didn't want to interrupt. My bad. Were you still going?
Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say this is actually great because I wanted to have a topic with y'all eventually on pacing on human interaction. And it just fits right into this because human communication is just tough. Like people's expectation for other human beings pacing on life, people expecting someone else's pacing to be the same as theirs is crazy.
Hmm.
You can't expect that. Like I by no means think that I am a low maintenance friend. I think I used to think that, but then I realized like I can't get with people that can't think abstractly. Like there's certain times you'll have a conversation and you know it's not flowing. Yeah, this whole thing dead it. Because it's not going to be no one sided thing where you get the rambling off, venting. You ask for my 2 cents. I plant a gem slash seed. You don't listen because that's what it feels like when a conversation is not flowing properly. I don't need no more of those. I don't need any of those to be honest. But
Right.
I, so a lot of people who be assuming your time, it be that. It's like they saw you in the ether, you doing whatever you do, and chose to hit you because you on the right path, you getting your life together,
Hmm.
and it's like a derailment. They're like, yeah, let's kick it. Like my pacing is let's talk.
Right. What you
And
been up
now
to? What's
more
going on?
and
Yeah.
more pacing is how do you like to talk? Because I for sure am not a FaceTime guy. I'm not a FaceTime guy. I'm really not even a phone call guy, but I'll make it shake for a couple people. I'm more of
Hmm.
a text guy. Man, lately I've been in the video messaging. Like I save some videos and send it your way in a heartbeat.
Oh, true.
You know, there's so many ways to do this. I do not have to eat in front of you. I'm super funny about that too, which is some whole other stuff. I'm very peculiar about eating in front of people. I
Why
don't
is
know what
that?
it is about.
Oh, never mind.
It's like I don't. It's no. It's intimate to me.
Yeah.
Breaking bread with people.
Okay.
Like I don't,
We put it that way. Yeah.
yeah, like I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
Ain't
not
no
everybody
problem
going.
like that.
That's why not everybody gonna meet my OG. Like you're not gonna meet my mom's. Like
Hmm.
because all my moms want to do is feed people. It's just, you know, it's kind of
Right. That's
sacred to
the
me.
one thing I'm
Yeah.
not trying to do.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a different level of quality time for me as a person.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel that though. 100%.
Like most things, it's levels to it.
And
Yeah.
it is.
So it's the initial contact, and then you got to figure out: do I want to jump straight to let's kick it?
Yeah.
Do I
Are
want
you?
to actually? This leads me to my question, right? The question is this now like a? Should you try to learn this person again?
Uh, maybe. I mean, it depends. See, okay, this brings me to a point because I don't know if this fits into your question, but I was going to bring this up before you answered that question. This goes back to the last part where I talked about how, again, a lot of things that comes out of my mouth is it's going to sound messed up, but um, a lot of people are transactional to me, right? Because I'm at a point where it's like me kicking it with you. What? How does it benefit me? So, like, if I guess if me learning the new said you benefits me in a way, then yeah, you know.
Hmm.
But if I don't see any benefit from it besides just another friend, I mean, I guess, you know, because again, it's
Right,
going to
if we
sound
work
messed up.
for
It's going to sound messed up, but at this point in my life, having a new friend is like me going to the car shop and buying another car for my deck. Like, I got enough of those, bro.
hmm
So, like,
it's really got to be beneficial.
yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. Damn. Right. So it's not even worth it then. But I feel like I guess the point I'm trying to make is I think there should be an attempt to know who you're talking to.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
yeah,
Yes.
I feel like a lot of times it's like this shadow of you people are chasing. I know that sounds real abstract, but like
No.
follow me here. It's like, damn, I knew this dude and this is what we was doing. That's lit. I want that back.
mm-hmm.
In the same breath, I understand that. But I also understand how growth works. And I'm not saying that I'm a people person or a psychologist, but like in the attempt to understand myself, you residually learn other people. And I feel like when I make connections with people now, I need to learn who they are. And even people that I've used to know, I'm trying to learn. I'm still trying to learn.
Yeah,
You get me? And a lot of people just be floating on nostalgia. And I can't. And I'm hesitant because, like, I'm thinking of who could see this. But, like, honestly, it should be known. Y'all should know this. Y'all should know this. You gotta connect with me. You can't just hit me with the "What's up, man?" I remember we used to. I'm gonna be like, we did.
mm-hmm.
What you doing now?
Type
what
shit.
what do you like to do now? You know what I mean? Because we not in school no more. I can't just. You feel me? And even on the other end, I don't know what you got going on with your life either. You could be bringing me into something crazy as hell.
Yeah,
I could be kicking it with you and you got ops. Bop, now
Mm-hmm.
everybody did.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it just be like
Actually.
you want the benefit of being the homie, but ain't nobody working for that.
Yeah,
See, like y'all, we do this every other week, and then every other day we talking on on Discord. Like we know each other, like, and we've known each other back then. So like that person back then, and y'all know it's not the same person here. We look different, we talk different, like we're in different
Facts.
locations. Like
Yeah.
we make the effort to know. So that's why I'm kind of not hesitant because I think it's cool. I do think it's cool. I'm not saying that it's not. Like I'm not telling people not to try to connect with me, but I am telling people like when you do, let's talk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we're gonna get there and it's gonna be a couple chuckles about the past, and then we're gonna be looking at each other like, cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
ain't nothing there, ain't no substance. Think it's
Yeah.
a good base.
I
Um,
got I got a ton to add to this. I'm trying to do better in future podcasts of letting it breathe and letting y'all take the floor. So if you got anything else to say, let me
No,
know. But
I say just cook, bro. Just go ahead.
man, I was gonna say again because this is a very human conversation. Um, I don't, again, like I said, pacing. I don't think people also understand, man, that this is really what life is about. Finding people that match your speed. Uh, some people go too fast, and some
mhm,
people go too slow. And I don't care which part someone's on if they're not willing to compromise. I know a lot of people don't like that word. Then too fast or too slow, it don't matter. They don't fit. Ideally, you find a bunch of people who are on pace with you. There is no compromise. Y'all just flow.
Yeah.
mhm,
Because I think my personal opinion, I always will throw him on the example table is John. I think I move infinitely slower than John. I think John compromises for me, you know? Like
mhm,
John will extend the hey, you free these days? And if I say no, I'll give him the days I am free and we'll make some shit shake, you know? And that's continued.
mhm.
Um that is not low maintenance to me. Also, like just today we exchanged an app that's now gonna be able to track our workouts with each other. Like that's
Right.
cool. It's little stuff.
Yeah.
That's not me messaging him every day, but like he's there. I see him. You know. Uh,
Right. That's another level too. That's a different kind of friend.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
adding that.
Go ahead. What?
No, I was saying just adding that to what you were saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say. To the thing Courtney said, man. Yeah, it's definitely phases to things too. Like I don't know. I don't really think I had circles that I look back on and was like, I had no business being a part of that. Like I think I made pretty good decisions in my
Mm,
life in terms of people. But there are some that have or make better morality choices than others. There are others who challenge my judgment in a good way. You know, I
mhm,
I, I keep around for these reasons. But yeah, none like some people, I ain't gonna lie, some people are doing so well, I get out the way, you know.
Yeah.
mhm.
Uh I got a friend, is a lawyer. He be trying to kick it. I'm like, like,
Just do your
I think
thing,
he's
bro.
dope. I think he's dope, man. I do. But it's like, if I go out to eat with you and whoever's coming around, that's not my table.
Mhm.
I'm cool with just texting. I'm
Yeah.
cool with like random meetups. If anything, kind of like what is it? I think Jamaicans call it lime in it, where you
Lime
guys
in it.
like sit around and do nothing. Like, yeah, like
Some
I'm cool
no.
with that.
Hey, you can't do that with anybody. I'm
You
gonna just
can't do that with anybody, but some people misjudge the relationship. Like I'm honored that I get invited out to do certain things with certain people, but when you start adding other people, it's not my table. Like I'm like when I say that, it's like I'm glad you think that my mind is on the caliber with these people, but there's too much other stuff on the skill tree or stat sheet of a human where I
Hmm.
don't align up with these other individuals. Like the stars already have to align for us to be cool, you know?
Right. Do you, in situations like that, do you attempt or you just back out of them? You just say
I
no.
don't even, not anymore. I think I've spent too much of my life with less boundaries and doing crazy stuff for less. I know there was a phase of my life where I would crack a joke and be like I was a moving company because of how many people who I've helped move in, on last minute notice. But
Listen.
like but that's different because you're close. I know you. If you ask, I got you. There was people I didn't know. I was the third man and just helped. Yeah, like
That's
got
the
there.
kindness, boy.
Yeah, like no, and I'm not doing that anymore. But yeah, no, I've done enough of that. That's what was the bad decision. Those were the bad decisions where I'm like, yeah, I won't do that again.
What?
You
Hmm.
know, if those people who I didn't really know asked me, I'm like, bro, no, like, like no,
Sorry.
So
no, I'm not sorry. I'm not.
let
Does
me.
this kind of? Oh, go
Oh
ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no, go ahead, G.
You sure?
Yeah. I can hold my question. I ain't gonna forget. I got you, G.
Does this kind of thing extend to family members?
Hell yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Especially,
More so,
especially.
more so family
Yeah.
members though. Yeah,
Yep. Hell
more
Story
so, bro.
again at risk of this person seeing. Hey,
yeah.
if you see it, ask me about it because I will tell you the same thing I'm saying right now. I have a cousin, pretty close. Not pretty close as in like our relationship, but close as in like family tree. Like
Okay.
not that far away, like very close blood relative, right? So don't hear from her ever. Anytime we ever hear from her, it's like a um I don't know how to describe it, but she cool, right? I ain't heard from her for a long time. She calls me and she goes, "Hey, is this Marcus?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she goes, my cousin, what's up?" I answered the phone, didn't I?
Yeah.
She goes, "This the wrong Marcus." Click. What? Then she calls back 2 days time. 2 days time calls back and says, "I need you to come pick me up from here." It's like, what? Where are you?
Oh,
And it
that's
was like
crazy.
somewhere I have no idea. And then she goes, "It's the wrong Marcus again." So I'm done. I'm not answering no more. You've
Yeah.
cried wolf too many times.
Yeah.
You get me? So I'm like, as if I guess that's why I asked if this didn't extend the family. Is it worth it for me to just keep answering this call?
No.
No. I'm super petty with that because with blood, like unfortunately, I can't sever ties the way I would wish with you. But now I'm just gonna text you, stop hitting my line, or what do you need?
I mean, it's been a long time. I haven't heard from her since the second mistake of
But hear
calling
me
the wrong
though, I'm
person.
not answering. I'm
Mhm.
texting you while that phone's still ringing. One or the other, either what you need or stop hitting my line. It's just not.
I can't say that.
You can, you
Yeah, you can.
you can, because
Let's
I
go.
think
Go.
what I want to say as a what's the word? Kind of like a warning to everybody watching. For me and Courtney's answers, you have to you have to be introspective enough to look at like the backstory between you and said individual.
Hmm.
Like this ain't a first time offense that we're talking about right now. It's usually like what was the relationship prior to this?
Oh.
Like how did you also piss me off or irritate me in prior engagements? Because I'm not debating if I should kick it with somebody if we hit it off every single time. I'm like, oh cool.
Hmm.
Pleasant surprise. If it's somebody
Right.
that's like that was mid to low tier anyway in my life,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, nah. What? Why? Why? You have my. How do you have access to me?
How'd you
You
even get this number?
you was following me. Wha- For what?
But my bad, Courtney. Go
No,
ahead
no,
with
no.
with yours.
I was just gonna say, so I, through all of this, I got a question I want to pose to y'all. Right, where would y'all be, or where do y'all think y'all would be if we never met? Like,
Ooh,
okay, right. So, fan, for you,
yeah.
right? What if we never met through Cliff? Like, and then Marty, what if we never met through through Jay? Like,
Hmm. I
I'm
think.
thinking of like intertwined relationships. I honestly, I probably wouldn't even be in this location. I wouldn't even be here. I would have missed tons of other people.
mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. Because at that particular time in my life, I know I was two things I was eyeballing heavy. Um, Ironically, military at that point and New Mexico because I was
Okay,
heavy on the yeah, I was heavy on the fight and stuff, and I had
okay,
got yeah, and I was cool with somebody I could have been training at the same gym as Rashad Evans at that time
Oh wow.
John Jones.
yeah, I
It was
remember that.
yeah, Jackson Wink gym. I remember that
Cool.
was the goal. Um yeah, but that was a lot of relations. It wasn't just you, but you getting me another job helped me stay in this area. Uh Entertaining the creativity of rap
Mm.
kept me in this area, you know?
Yeah,
So for sure that a lot of stuff would have been different.
yeah, I feel
I
that.
think and without Marty, probably wouldn't even be still dabbling in art at all, if I'm being honest. Probably would have eventually let that go and would have been in the wayside of another cog in the machine of working in a workplace or uh, maybe a personal trainer,
Okay,
you know?
okay, yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think I put y'all in like I met y'all at the same time.
yeah,
I mean, like, and I feel kind of lucky in that sense, like that I met everybody at the exact same time. But if I hadn't, I probably wouldn't be playing games still.
I feel that too.
And that's not like that's no shade to y'all. Like,
Hmm.
I felt like I was at the tail end. Like I had been playing Halo heavy, but I wasn't at the time. I wasn't good enough. I was still kind of just playing it as the novelty of like, all right, I ain't got nothing to do. Let me just turn this on. Like I wasn't having fun like I did once I met y'all. You
right,
know what I mean?
yeah,
And that like really y'all taught me hella lessons in like what proximity versus actually being a friend is. You know what I mean? Because
Yep.
like up until this point, everybody you friends with was just around.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You know, they just like, oh man, that's the neighbor, or we went to the same school, or you
Type.
know,
Yep.
see, and that's no shade to those either, because that's how I met John, which is how I met y'all. You feel me? Like me and John were just proximity. He just so happened to be in that position. You
Yes.
know what I mean? And we just kind of hit it off. And one day he was like, you know what? I'm gonna introduce you to these guys. I have no idea why he decided to, but he just did.
yeah,
Threw me in the party and the rest was history. So it's like I think I don't know, I'd probably be a little more boring because y'all be keeping me like in in the zone on like nerd shit. Like, and I
Right.
feel like that's what be making people cool. Like you get into something and you just not so much obsessed, but like you really get into that shit. And some people don't do that.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna say some people, a lot of people don't do that. And that's what I like about y'all. Like y'all really get passionate about. So like you if you like something, figure that shit out and learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all cool with I'd probably be less creative.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for me to keep creating shit because ain't nothing new coming in.
Yeah.
We talk about anything and shit. And this is, I guess, I'm just going because y'all some cool motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank
I don't know what the hell I'll be doing.
A lot of people
And
get. Oh, my bad.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say a lot of people get older and lose their inner child. Yeah.
And I feel like all us still got that. We was just talking about, oh boy, I ain't gonna put him out there, but he
you.
said
Yeah.
he was out. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah,
Kicking it with us
yeah,
like it ain't
yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it ain't shit. And it's people younger than me. We just talked
Mhm.
about that too. So it's just cool. It's cool. Y'all
Yeah.
solid. So I don't know what the fuck I'll be doing. I'll probably be a lame like or I'd be just an artist without games.
Yeah.
I'd just be sitting somewhere drawing by myself.
Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know. I don't know about me. I really don't. I know I wouldn't be as calm if I didn't be fam. To be honest, I wouldn't.
Type shit.
I just thought of that same thing. Y'all saved me from some dire
Oh
times,
shit!
bro.
I would not
Mhm.
be as calm if I didn't be fam. Man, for real. But yeah, nah, I don't fucking know. I still be rapping. I'll tell you that. But I don't know. I wouldn't be creating the story that I'm creating now if it wasn't for Marty.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Mm.
It's them influences. People
Yeah.
that keep you going, keep you wanting to do stuff, keep you wanting
Yeah.
to like and drinking and kicking it is cool. It
But
is. But like I need something else.
Yeah.
Keep me going. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Facts.
Any person that I'm like really good friends with, I'm locked in. I know what they doing with their life. They know what I'm doing with my life. We have conversations about that. It's an understanding. Some people don't understand that dynamic. Even when you used to be friends with somebody, there was some type of extent of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah,
people don't keep that going. And I'm gonna say it again. A lot of people like to float on that nostalgia. And it's cool, but it can only get you so far before you like, I need a little bit something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that's again introspection, bro. I was just talking to somebody. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was acknowledging how he wasn't expecting to have a level of camaraderie that he does with the people in the workplace. And I told him, I'm like, man, because he was including me in that, and I said, I appreciate that, man. I was like, but it's what you put out, that's what you attract. Like y'all, saying proximity is that's like the most default that it gets. It's like, all right, but what's keeping me? Like
Mm-hmm.
for us, it might have started proximity. Like let John be the thing that's the common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then it could be creativity next. Like we're just talking about levels of locks that keep it locked in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then like beyond creativity, now it's your thought process. Is it logical? Can I fuck with it? You know? Does
Mm-hmm.
it at least make sense? Really is the bare minimum. If I fuck with it is even higher. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people don't got none of that. We be stuck at proximity, and it's like, yeah, if I'm gonna be real, outside of the space I'm in, we would never kick it.
Right.
That's not even disrespect. It's just a fact. Don't get your panties in a bunch. We have nothing in common.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the on some ego stuff. Like the cloth I'm from ain't been cut. I'm not. We ain't on the same level, bro. Like
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of that. It'd be a whole lot of that.
Even and I'm gonna say it, even family, bro. I
Oh,
don't,
Yeah,
especially.
I
especially
don't know
family.
you. I don't know you when you don't know me. I
Cause
just be hurting, bro.
say it again. Say it again.
So I don't know you and you don't know me.
Hmm.
All you know is that there was a title at some point. You gotta follow the line to know who I am. All right, this person had this kid, and then I'm over here, and this
Yep.
person is here, and it's like you don't fucking know.
You don't.
You don't know what I did every day growing up. You don't know who I am right now. You don't know what's going on. And I'm passionate about this because I'm just at a point where, and I guess this might lead to my next question. I think I'm at a point where I'm at like capacity for certain how many people I can entertain.
Right. That was the next thing I wanted to get to.
You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is a cap. Like yeah, you can have thousands of followers on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, TikTok, whatever is your social media of choice. But like, how many people you know? How many people you talk to?
One
And I
percent.
get it. I can be cordial with everybody, but I can't be friends with everybody.
I got 3 quotes that I would like to drop for this, if I can remember them. The first one, based off of what you just said, was Elon Musk saying, and I think I've said this in another pod, but it was like, you can either help a small amount of people in a large way or a large amount of people in a small way. And I feel like I've been living that second one. Like I know a ton of people, but I ain't really been hitting the way I would like to hit,
Hmm.
you know? And it's really annoying. So that's the flip that's actively happening in my life. I'm treating my close knit, self chose family like I do my video games, where I'm like, yeah, I can only balance 3 at a time. you know, I'm finding whatever that limit is for
Yeah.
friends, and then be able to give my undivided to that, because it's yeah. That was the one quote. I'm sorry. Let me get these other two off. The other one is, and I don't know if I agree with this one yet. This is a new one that I've been sitting on, kind of like letting it marinate. It's
Hmm.
you have to lose a good friend in order to be a good friend.
Hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that one yet. I'm still letting that sit on my mind.
I get it.
And then I get it too. I want to speak on that one, but let me get this last one off.
Yeah.
This last one is a paraphrase I wrote down. Resentment is a sign of you not standing on business.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So for family in particular, there be certain levels of like, how dare you, in my mind. And I'm sure there's some deep rooted conversations that should have happened that didn't, because like Marty said, like bloodline, I was too young to even know I needed to have that conversation. And now I'm older. It's like, do I even want to have that conversation, or do I just
Do I
stop
even
talking to
want
you?
to be there, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess all of this is in good faith in the conversation of we all just trying to navigate.
100%.
And it'd be good to talk about shit like this because we hearing the different perspectives. Go ahead.
I just want to say on that, we all trying to navigate this. I can't deal with people who are too uptight. If I'm trying to talk to you, this is about to be a whole thing. If I'm trying to talk to you, and I'm assuming that you know who Fan Segorian is, Christian, depending on what era you met me, and you don't understand that I'm trying to make this, whatever this is, better. If you don't get that, bro, mid conversation, I might just say, all right, so what do you want to do? Because I've hit some people with that. They will be talking to me, trying to get me to understand something, and I'm like, so do you want to be friends, or do you just not want to talk no more? Because I can respect that. I can respect you.
Right.
Like, man, I've had people barking. I don't bark.
What you
You're,
mean?
I mean, like, we're discussing my norm is where we're at right now. Whoever I'm talking to might be in the norm of them barking. Wherever they come from, they might be yelling. Wherever they come from, there might be a lot of cursing. I get it. That's your norm. That's not mine. So I'm telling you at the gate, boundaries. I don't do that.
Let's calm it down a bit.
And some people don't hear that. They don't hear that you saying I don't do that. And then they think that you're being disrespectful by trying to check them or control them. I'm not doing nothing. You can keep doing what you're gonna do, or you're gonna keep doing it over there.
Over
Not with
this.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
A lot of people don't know how to read the room either.
They
Mm.
don't.
Because
They don't.
like when I'm in the court with y'all, I'm like a sailor, bro. But if I come to y'all cribs, bro, I get not one cuss word is gonna come out of my house. If I'm around y'all moms, bro, ain't no one cuss word gonna come out of my mouth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like man, yeah, a lot of people don't know how to read the rules, bro.
Some people don't care though.
Yeah, that
Some
too.
people
I still
don't
don't
care.
get no fuck.
And that's scary too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care that much. You care that little.
Yep.
Shit, you can't control it.
Right.
Like that's scary.
Let's have a different conversation. Are you okay? Yeah, man. That shit.
It goes. It's
That
sort
shit
of
hard.
like how can I put this? It's sort of like the. I don't want to put it in that category, but I'm gonna throw it in there anyway. It's sort of like code switching, bro.
It is.
It's like, but it's different because like it's more so like how people see it. Like, oh, these my peoples, bro. I ain't got a code switch. Yes, you
Right.
do, bro.
Yeah,
You
you
got a
do.
That's
code switch
exactly.
all the
You
time,
do.
bro. What do you
All the
mean,
time.
You do.
All the time.
Going to
You
work,
speaking to it.
bro?
You saying
What?
gas
exactly.
station, grocery store, family outing, friend outing. You gotta know what to do and when to say it. I know that
Yeah,
sounds crazy, but people don't understand.
they don't. They
And they
don't do it.
won't. And they won't. I it don't matter. I always whenever we do a pod, I end up incorporating tons of conversations I've had in between the pods. So I had a conversation. I'm trying to incorporate this because this is another thing I'm sitting with at the moment. Um, Somebody said something to me talking about believe them and just leave it at that. And the conversation at hand was like being told to me because this wasn't my stance. It's like believe them when they made whatever decision.
Oh yeah.
Um, I know Muhammad felt like this for forever about a lot of things. But the reason why I don't know how I feel about this stance is because people are genuinely ignorant. Like, I can believe them for sure, but like that doesn't remove the lack of forethought, the inability to reflect, right? Like you don't even have the capacity to think about what I'm thinking about. Like
Mm.
that's why we have quotes like ignorance is bliss. Like you have no idea. Like literally different levels of intellect just allows you to think of more ways to go about things. Some people literally have lack the capacity to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So by the end of the day, with a lot of things with relationships, whether it's platonic or intimate, like by the end of it, I'll be upset with myself because some friendships just last too long. And now we gonna deal with ripping this really keloid because it was supposed to be a band-aid. It turned into a scab. It ain't even heal right. And now you ripping the keloid off and it hurt unnecessarily.
Yikes.
But that's the
Hey,
analogy I gotta give because some stuff it be like that. It's a sore to look at. It shouldn't be there.
would you in that sense, is it okay to just let it die without ripping anything? Just
I mean, like it depends on how this, just like a keloid or whatever the injury is. It depends on how serious it is. Like, how does this fit the narrative of your life? I think I'm gonna keep using John because that's the only name I think I'll drop since he's been on the pod once.
Mhm.
I know John was adamant about me blocking a few people, and I'm like, nah, I'm not a blocker. Like, if I block you, it's super dead. Don't even try to message me.
Mm,
Um, I know I know John probably knows of all my exes or anybody who I've spoken to. He like block them. He's like, just this is a hard stop. No, and I know I wasn't on that because the narrative of my life, I didn't have to block somebody. I also didn't like the idea of someone having that much control over me where like if I see them, I feel something, you
mm,
know,
mhm,
good, bad, or in between. So for me, it made sense. And I was able to conquer that. And now I have a certain skill set from that, I believe. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's about what your life looks like. What type of human being are you trying to become? And how does the person aid or throw a monkey wrench in all of those plans?
right. It's like an assessment.
It has to be.
Hmm. Shit.
Like,
So
I know,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like with that in mind, it's nice when it doesn't have to be so forced.
Yes,
You know
it's
what I mean?
beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it's beautiful. That's the only word I'd use.
Passing the test with flying colors, you be like, look at her. This is great.
Bro,
Thought I was gonna
if
have to learn something.
if you as a human being are striving for success, striving for peace, striving for love, like you would like to assume that your slope is looking like that, right? Even
Hmm.
though it's some dips in there, but you on a upward slope,
Up
you
and up.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's nice when things are seamless when you're talking to somebody so you know that they also are representing these strides you've made in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also frustrating when you have and you know you've made strides, like there are milestones in your life where you're like, dang, I got way more patience now. You could just definitively say that, or
Hmm.
you like, man, I'm way more successful than I was then, and then you still got people who pulling down on you. Ah, yeah, it's
Still
time to
coming
be
through.
it's time to be assessed. It's like,
Or the other way, they up here still thinking you low. Or
say
not
that
even
again.
or it's the other way. They up here still thinking you down here and not even ain't
That's
no
crazy.
acknowledgement that you aren't there. Or this you feel what I'm saying? Like this person has already made it, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And they've seen you down there. And they like, oh, he down there. I ain't got no worry about it. And refuse to acknowledge when you've taken steps to
Yeah,
get to wherever they might be. And this is
yeah,
not taking anything from them, but this is showing that they don't give a fuck about what you're doing anyway. Have they ever?
yeah. This is gonna be a long podcast. I'm sorry in advance, but like it takes a lot of self reflection. I'm gonna keep saying that to get rid of ego. You gotta get like being in a relationship just fast tracks what I'm saying. You have to not have ego to see the potential in somebody and still give them their flowers on where they no longer are, like where they've come from.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because ego and seeing potential ain't never gonna get no flowers because you still ain't here yet. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Like,
still ain't reached what I know you can do.
right. You could be great, bro. You could be great, but you're not thinking about where I was.
Not only that, but as a friend, I should be able to see that you already are great.
Oh, cooking.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not gonna use a name and throw him under the bus. But there was a frame of thinking that I just adamantly disagreed with. Uh, Somebody thought that our group was like a totem. I'm like, nah. If you don't look at it like a circle, you got it all wrong, bro. Ain't
Oh,
nobody. Yeah, like ain't like a totem pole. Like ain't
like I'm
nobody above
somebody at the
nobody.
top, then it's like
Yeah,
a
nah.
ranking system here.
It's not.
Hmm.
I could see how they thought that.
But it still shouldn't be. And
Yeah, I
that's
know it
still
shouldn't. It shouldn't, but I can 100% see how they thought that.
I can
Just
understand how, but I hate that any one of my friends has that perspective. You feel
yeah,
me?
but it's shitty because it's the way we interact, right?
Yeah.
And just about like how things go, I can see it because like in most situations, you got me, you, and Josh. So yeah, I could see that, which is a horrible way of thinking. But even though it's not that way, I understand how they saw it that way. That's what I'm getting at. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know it's crazy, but I can see it from their perspective. I can, even though I have no clue who the hell you're talking about because I'm completely lost when you said that. But I'm just seeing it.
That's good.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it from their perspective, and I'm thinking about how we all interact with each other. And yes, I can see that. I can see how they thought that.
Just for sake of conversation, I don't think this is a totem,
It's
but I
Thank you.
do think there is a. I'm speaking from my own experience. I feel like as one of the last people, like all of y'all are above me.
And
You
that's
get what
cap
I mean?
too.
Like I feel like y'all were already a group before I got here. And that's not saying that we're not like equal in this group.
right.
But I'm saying
Right.
like I was the last person to get here. So like y'all got it. I'm just kind of just adding to it. I always felt like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see anybody like ranking higher than the others. Like all of y'all are here. That's why I feel
Yeah.
like we part of the group.
Yeah. Like I feel like if there's a yeah, this is gonna be. I'm winging this analogy. I'm about to try my best to make this make sense. I'm freestyling. But
Mm-hmm.
if there's a line, like if it's just a straight line, matter of fact, yeah. Oh shit. If it's a straight line, right, and I got people who I think, and from my perspective, are higher than me, that's inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
Marty's out here getting after it. Damn, I got to catch up. Let me make sure I'm getting my reps in because I ain't nowhere near that. And I got more to prove for me because I didn't take the route Marty took. Like, damn, Courtney's over here still making moves in rap, still out here trying to be creative, still out here trying to make touch a million. Out here doing shit. Maybe make sure I'm not slacking. But then
Mm-hmm.
meanwhile, if I have such and such down here, I'm asking everybody, hey, is such and such cool? They ain't been talking. They
Mm-hmm.
pop up and don't say nothing, or like last I spoke to such and such, it wasn't cool. What
Right.
happened with that? Like it's not here. I'm not what the fuck is this? I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, but like actually though, because if you above me and I think you above me, that's some hating shit. Like I can only have hating shit from there on, right?
I
Mm-hmm.
ain't think about it like that. It do sound like some hating shit.
But I
Mm.
also feel like too. Okay, again, I'm trying to figure out a way to word this. I really am. But okay, there is. I don't really want to say above. I'm just gonna say better, right? There's aspects that we are all better at, right? Like in terms of like drawing, right? If I get back into drawing, I want to be better than you, Muhammad and Marty. But that's just me because I'm competitive, right?
That's a
Like,
healthy thing. That's
Yeah,
inspiration.
like
right.
when we play video games, I got to beat the shit out of Fan and Josh. I just got to. It's a must, you know. Like, but yeah, no, yeah, man. I just want to say that.
That's but like Fan just said, that's healthy competition.
Yeah,
Like I feel like that's cool. That's cool. I don't know, man. I feel like kind of what Fan said, the straight line analogy, using that. Most of the people that I feel are like, man, we locked in, are above that line.
hmm
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah. Okay.
And it'd be like hard to manage when you talking with somebody below that line, especially when the person below that line has no interest in meeting or exceeding your line.
Yeah.
You get me?
hmm
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to add nothing
Uh,
else. Go ahead.
one thing I wanted to add to, right, that I couldn't get out in my initial train of thought, right? Y'all are like my stepping stone into the world, right? If I can catch up to y'all or get better at say one thing better than y'all, then I know I can handle the rest of these guys out
I like that.
here. Yeah,
That's facts. So
like I know, like painting is not my thing, right? So
Hmm.
I would never catch up to Marty in painting. In drawing, I feel like I can catch up to Marty in drawing. I feel like I can catch up to Fan and Muhammad in drawing if I actually sat down and took the time to actually draw. Then once I catch up to y'all, get on par with y'all. Oh yeah, I can do this with ease. That ain't nothing, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think the same way on a just base line of thinking. I think for everyone who I rock with, that's what's happening. Because the only thing that I know is that I know nothing at all. that's that's
That's
that's
lit.
Know nothing, Jon
that's
Snow.
me. Yeah, exactly. I know nothing. That's for sure me. Yeah, I based off of what you just said, that's me. So like you were using I don't know anything that could be competitive as a analogy. For me in real life, I am losing my shit more often than people understand. Like I'm over here, I'm, I'm on the brink more days than I like to admit. So I'm over here like, all right, I'm looking. So like I said earlier to my coworker, is what you put out, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
So for anyone that's fucking with me, if you're if you're in proximity and I'm going through it, I'm reaching to that part of you that connected us, and I'm throwing a hail mary on. Does this shit make sense to you, bro? Because I'm finna tweak.
Finna
I'm
crash out.
finna. I'm. If you gotta really sit there and talk with me, because if you don't, this about to go left for everybody. Not you, because it was up to you. But if you didn't make it, it's okay, man. It was in God's hands, and I'm about to
Yeah.
exact
It's your
judgment
turn.
right now, bro. So like, yeah, that be mine. That's why I need the communication so high. That's why I need a certain level of thinking to be so high, and that's base. If I can't have no one in my circle who's carrying around switches and are ready to use. Because I know I got a ton of people who use guns. Don't get me wrong. There's a difference.
Hmm.
There's a difference. But if you got on you right now, and I'm mad, and you didn't pass my test of communication and logic, I'm gonna say something, and you gonna get them before I can even think.
And then he gonna growl after you do it. Like,
But nah,
Oh
like,
man.
yeah, yeah, it's so much to this conversation. Actually, I know we're like more so open ended on like just friendships slash relationships as a whole and why to keep them. But yeah, I just life is difficult, bro. This human experience is not easy. I want to say also, and this is a shot. Humans are very what is it? I can't pronounce it. Algorithmic.
Algorithmic.
Thank you. I
Algorithm.
couldn't get that out.
There you
Algorithmic.
go.
I was struggling with that. But yeah, nah, we are though. Like people think they special. Sorry, bro. You're not Kobe. You're not LeBron.
You not
You could
Kanye.
be.
More records.
You could be. You could be. But if you were, I guarantee more of the world would be trying to pull at you, and you would be trying to swat away at the world. There's a difference because you would have a clear goal.
Hmm. My bad.
My
And
my issue, what? No, you was cool. My issue is people don't understand that there are certain baselines to human characteristics, and we're just trying to find a good balance of things to have around us.
hmm
Like I don't know. That's I'm gonna leave it right there. I could honestly say a lot more, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not for the people who be like I don't know. You hear it in women sometimes. It'd be real hood booger, but that whole you'll never find another me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point, bro. That
the
that
point.
is
Literally the
indeed
point.
it. Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And arguably, this is just surface level. And this
Yeah.
tie into what our next topic possibly is. But like there are bigger fish to fry than just who you standing next to. We should all just be standing next to each other.
Yeah.
Facts.
Way. I
Heavy.
know that might sound real. Put your lighters up. We
But
are
it
the
need to be
world.
that
But
though.
like,
But it need to be.
yeah, for sure. That's a. I don't have much more. I do,
No,
but
I
like,
don't.
for the sake of the situation, I think that's a good conversation.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah, man. Let us know. Actually, I'm curious for the people watching, man. Is blood thicker than water? I need to know. Actually, I feel like that's a good question for y'all. What y'all think about this? Y'all got something else to say?
No.
I'm sure I do, but I don't. I don't at the same time, bro. Man, take life serious. That's what I gotta say. Uh, treat it like a video game. I'm talking about life,
Hmm.
but understand you cannot be wasting time, bro. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's about 8 billion people on this planet. I'm sure you could connect with somebody. You
Yeah.
ain't gotta.
Anybody?
And man,
There's hella people on Earth. It's crazy, actually.
yeah, I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna leave it, bro. I'm gonna leave it.
All right. I think we good.
Yeah. All right, man. That's been this episode of Everyday Epiphanies podcast where we sit up here and yap about a variety of miscellaneous topics, man. And with that being said, man, we'll holler at y'all. Peace.